My name is Enrique Medina.
I'm Alan.
I'm Korey Jacobson.
My name's Shane Romine.
My name's Hunter Lawyer.
I've been with the Uncaged group closer to the beginning, I believe.
I think we all have big ass problems. My biggest one probably, I think it's a lie, because you can make all the money, but if you still are shit with it, it's never gonna matter. I'm pretty sure there's something mentally in me that I've gotta fix.
I decided to come to the retreat to grow. Kind of at a point in my life where I just need others around me that are pointing towards a higher goal than themselves. And so that's kind of why I decided to come.
I decided to come to the retreat to make new connections and learn some things that I'm probably missing within my business. Kind of figure out how to get more qualified leads and converting those people into regular clients.
And I decided to come to the retreat because I wanted to personally connect with everybody, learn from successful people, their process and how they go about their day-to-day decision making.
To kind of take it all in, soak it all in, take the information. And this is gonna be a life-changing event for me, to be honest with you. That's the plan that I came with.
If everything goes well after this, then I think I am finally able to fucking get things going. And you can never really run away from stress, but actually enjoy the stress that I'll have then, rather than now where I'm like, fuck.
So right now, a specific problem is confidence. A couple things I guess went through recently, and it's killed my confidence past couple years. So that's what I'm looking for.
My goal is to hit 30 clients by the end of the year. I'd be doing what I actually love, is serving people.
The big ass problem I'm trying to solve is managing my time better.
We're in the Red Rocks, dude. That's all you got to worry about is beautiful landscape, great weather, good people. You come here, you get something, you apply it, you leave having done something. We do 4 of these a year. If you can, solve 4 of your big ass problems in an entire year, that's a good year. If I can't work on me right now, maybe I'm stumped, maybe it's like a writer's block, if you will, and I can't fix my problems, if I can help you fix yours, now you're surrounded by a bunch of winners. It's like a Japanese proverb where they talk about helping another man to the top of the mountain, right? We get him there, you look down, where are you at? You're on top of the mountain as well. And so these events, that's it, man. It's just us climbing the mountains. Yeah, so like first and foremost, like we like to pride ourselves on being an accountability group. So for us, it comes down to taking action and being around other men that are gonna hold us accountable. And then that's the responsibility that we have as people that you surround yourself with, to make sure that like you came here, you had a problem, you solved it. You might not have actually solved the issue, but you have a game plan to go home and actually change the trajectory of your life. And so now it becomes our responsibility as your friends, as your brothers, to make sure that you actually solve that problem.
Men nowadays that are trying to step out, they're trying to pave the way, they're under a lot of fucking pressure. To be a man in the world that doesn't have men anymore, or it's declining fast, you don't want to make the wrong move. Men nowadays need a purpose and they need to be fulfilled.
You got to understand yourself. It's crazy how much time we spend learning other things instead of learning ourselves. I know how I act, I know what triggers me, but then why don't you fix it?
There's a thing called decision paralysis. You may even know what you need to do, and you just literally are stuck. Can't make a decision.
I always tell people, if you want this, you got to think like this, act like this, be this now, and then that will just happen.
People make justifications to set what they're working on down for. They'll justify it as, I need a break. That's just an indication that the way you're currently doing things isn't right. You could be approaching a point where you're stuck. And if you're stuck and you stay stuck, like have a real conversation with yourself that says, this is my passion, this is what I want to do. You have to talk about life. You have to talk about shit that breaks. You have to talk about struggles. Because people align with people where they feel a connection.
Don't fucking call him or any of these guys if you don't want to hear the truth. If you just want to hear a yes man or something like that, fine, you're still gonna be repeating the same thing 10 years from now.
What else? Seatbelts. When you're on the pavement, don't be trying to do 900 miles an hour. Who just pulled up in a Mercedes and like 140? No 140. They were already talking shit about you, man.
Go figure.
All right, that's good. So we're on track because he said where we feel like we start zigzagging, we're heading the right direction. When we come over some hill, we'll be able to see the town, and you can either go left or right. We got to go left.
We lost our brakes.
Really?
I got a tiny bit.
I heard something pop back here, so we'll see. We're not pushing these too hard, are we?
wants the wheel off.
I thought at least maybe like we'd get to the saloon first. Maybe like on the way back.
We're good. It keeps going in and out.
Gotcha.
Is that the town?
That's not the ghost stop. This way or that way. I'm not looking at it.
The only bright side, no one's shooting at us right now.
You're headed north. I need to orient.
Oh, I see.
I get what you're saying.
So north is this way.
Right. All right, well, someone doesn't give a fuck. Someone don't care about GPS or where we're located, so I guess we'll follow them.
It made it look like we were in the middle of nowhere.
Zach, what did we learn?
Nothing. Definitely for the right amount of money, he is 100% guaranteed.
Now I'm gonna ride. Should have some more beer. Yay! 40 minutes to the lake.
Let's fucking go.
I got the route planned already, so.
Awesome.
Man, weekend went really, really well. I mean, obviously, like, the mental stuff is really cool. But then also the camaraderie that's built, the relationships that are created, the ones that are just deepened. Not only that, I mean, come on, we got to ride side by sides through the desert. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All the questionnaires came in prior to coming to the retreat. The common denominator that I found in it was like, you just don't want it bad enough. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm motivated, I'm inspired. Like this is like what I am here to do. This is what I love doing. But there's always that like just extra, how can I work more efficiently? How can I take the motivation that comes from seeing these guys take things away from this and apply it to their life that does better themselves? For me, being around winners, it increases the drive that I have to say, if we can see this happen in this many people's lives, who else can we reach? Who else needs this? Where can this go from here? Because we do believe, about the power of our surroundings. We believe that proximity is power. We believe that surrounding ourselves with winners is power. The better we all are individually, the better we will be collectively, and the better we all are collectively, the better we will be individually. So when it comes down to it, it's if you don't at least try to explore it to see if it is for you, to find out for yourself by not taking anyone else's opinion on it, back to the common basis from this retreat is like, you just don't want it bad enough. These might be my people. We might not be, but we might be. So what's holding you back from just taking that one step to just even finding out for your own? All right, guys, we'll see you on the inside.
This weekend was a blast, man. I had a lot of fun.
Overall, it was definitely an awesome experience. Being around a whole group of new guys that you know nothing about and they don't know anything about you, but everybody's kind of on the same page was absolutely unique. I love that.
You know, I had a lot of expectations coming into it. And, everything was totally different than what I expected. In a good way, though.
Oh, God. It was a lot, like, in the best sense.
Putting in the time and work and reaching out to more people and getting uncomfortable with having a lot of conversations because I'm an introvert.
I feel like I've been looking for somebody to tell me the answer. Nobody can tell me the answer. It's something that I have to figure out myself. Stepping back, which is what they've kind of made me do instead of trying to just jump into something, kind of look into myself and kind of figure that part out is what's going to help me figure out my direction. It's been eye-opening for sure. So I think that's really kind of what I'm going to focus on is trying to get to know myself better, which is me traveling, saying yes a lot more to get me in situations like this. So I think that's kind of the general gist of what I'm gonna go for.
Everything kind of worked out in a good way. and I learned a lot of stuff that's going to move me forward. And that was my goal, take away one piece of information. I think I've gotten like 3 or 4 things that I could take home and just start doing, you know. I was coming in here thinking all business. I wasn't thinking anything about my relationship, anything. But I think it'll help me, you know, every aspect of my life, my relationship's better.
And then there's just a lot of information, and you know, like one of the guys said last night, you know, you're not expected to remember everything, but hopefully there's at least 1, if not 2 things that you got that you can take away and implement or use. Well, on the paper it said one thing, but when I got here I realized it was actually a bigger one, because my main one has just been my own mind. And I could sit here and be like, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that, but really it's just me being a little bitch. And you know, I heard and got a lot of input, whether I actually looked for it or it just kind of came out, that was like, yeah, okay, I got to start doing that. So it was actually really good. For me, I'm like, cool, what do I do after that? You know, maybe I want to keep going. Maybe I want to do more. Or maybe I'm like, fucking finally I'm free. I don't have to do this shit anymore. I can go sit on the beach and fucking watch the sunset. I don't know.
Well, it's definitely worth it. Whether you know, get that light bulb moment of, oh, that's exactly what I need to do, or you just come here and, you know, interact with these guys and create connections, it's always worth it. Plus some badass experiences on a side-by-side.
Zach, he's a very deep person that I never would have expected. He's very, very smart and very well at articulating ideas and emotions, and it's been really cool to be around him. And just do it. It'll benefit you. You don't see it, but it'll benefit you.
This has been one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. Not just this retreat, but Uncaged as a whole. Since I started, my whole life has changed. Man, just do it. Because anybody could tell you anything. They could say, I went on a retreat and this and that happened. You're not gonna know unless you come and find out for yourself. Because everybody wants something different, needs something different. And then you're gonna come here and you're gonna find out what you really need. If you're thinking about coming, quit thinking about it and just come.
This is a great thing he's doing. And if I'm 100% honest, I don't know if I'm alive today without it. So I'm actually really happy, as much as we joke that he found me and I'm in this group. You know, just give it a shot, go for it. I mean, if the group chat doesn't scare you away, the retreat's nothing. So, quit being a bitch, do it.